Donald Trump's administration cannot end our American Indian dual citizenship status. Let me be clear. For Trump to threaten our current dual citizenship status, he must repeal several acts of Congress leading back to the 1850s and even some of our treaty verbiage. For example, my Fort Laramie Treaty, Article 6, stated that we could gain citizenship by receiving a patent for land under the foregoing provisions and be entitled to all the privileges and immunities of such citizens, and shall at the same time retain our rights and benefits accruing to us under this treaty. Many of our families fell under this, so Trump would have to determine who and who didn't. The advantage of that was we could become citizens yet still maintain our status and our treaty rights. With that being said, the 1884 Elk v. Wilkins trial ruled natives were not protected under the 14th Amendment, which was granting citizenship to all people born or naturalized in the United States. But the Dawes Act in 1887, it continued to solidify native citizenship in that members of certain American Indian tribes who accepted an allotment of land were considered a citizen. This allotment policy reported by 1901, 60,000 natives had already become citizens of the United States. Now, what does this mean? Once again, it means the Trump administration would have to unravel 100 years of anti-Indian policy back to the 1850s and before and repeal it via Congress. They'd have to open talks about verbiage in treaties and dual citizenship status and responsibilities which have not been abided by for over 100 years. They'd have to redo anything after the Marshall Trilogy, including the Indian Appropriations Act, which took away our nation status and placed us as wards of the federal government, which also paved the way for the 1924 Indian Citizenship Act. This would take decades of Supreme Court precedents, and it would open the door for tribes to regain their original status as treaty-making nations. Now tell me, do you think Trump wants that? 500 plus nations with their original self-governance and say on who uses and doesn't use our resources. 75% of all critical minerals for their military are on our lands, for example. So let's think 2 times or maybe 10 before spreading this fear-mongering rhetoric. It's a waste of our time. And to be honest, it's a shame that our leadership has not made a statement on this to ensure or reassure that our people are safe. For more information on this, just inbox me. We cannot afford to be sidetracked with American politics and propaganda. Our people are in an act of genocide in 2025, and we must be focused now more than ever on our laws and our rights.